Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is March 23rd, 2025, and it's reported that Barcelona are planning to start playing Andreas Christensen once he fully recovers in order to put him on the market during this summer transfer market. Also, Liverpool have entered the race for Jonathan Tah. And finally, Saudi Arabia are trying to lure Frankie de Jong away from Barcelona. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and we'll begin this video with the bad news that today the Barcelona Femini suffered their first defeat in 19 matches. First defeat in 19 matches at the hands of Real Madrid. And when I say 19 matches, I don't mean like the last 19 matches. No, I mean 19 matches against Real Madrid. So for the first time in 19 matches that Barca Femini have played against Real Madrid, they have now suffered their first defeat 1-3 in what was a very controversial match, because if there's controversy, of course Real Madrid have to be involved. It's just the nature of the Spanish league, and it looks like that rule also extends to the women's football, because check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This goal by the Barcelona Femini, which at the time they were drawn 1-1. Barcelona Femini scored the second goal, which would have put them ahead, but it was ruled offsides. Now, does this look offside to you? Because the Real Madrid defender is clearly behind everyone else. But according to the referees today, this was an offside goal, so it was ruled out. And of course, Real Madrid were also awarded what's called a ghost goal. A goal, that it's not clear whether the ball crossed the line or not, but nonetheless, the referee decided to award it to Real Madrid. So Barcelona getting a perfectly legal goal disallowed, and Real Madrid getting a suspect goal allowed, which is not surprising. But of course, this doesn't affect Barcelona standing in La Liga, because the Barcelona Femini are still at the top of La Liga F with 63 points, with second place being Real Madrid with 59 points, 4 points behind our incredible women's team. Now, on to the next bit of news, because it's reported that Barcelona are preparing to put Andreas Christensen on the market during this summer. Now, Andreas Christensen has suffered 3 injuries back-to-back during this season, and he's actually had to undergo surgery on one of his injuries, on his first injury, which saw him being out for most of the time. And so far, Christensen has been out for that entire season, and it's reported that he could be back during next month, the month of April. And once he's back, it's reported that Barcelona are planning to start giving the Danish center back some minutes, because they want to, of course, prevent his value from continuing to plummet. And of course, they want to show other European teams that Christensen still got it, I guess, if you want to put it that way. So Barcelona planning to start using Christensen once he recovers next month, because they do plan on putting him on the market during this summer. Now, Andreas Christensen did arrive in Barcelona in the summer of 2022. He arrived for free, which means that the player has been completely amortized. He did really well in Barcelona, but this year has been injury after injury after injury. And with his contract expiring in the summer of 2026, he will be entering the last year of his contract this summer. Barcelona are not planning to renew it, and instead they're planning to put him on the market. And it's reported that Barcelona would accept something around 15 and 20 million euros, which of course all of it would count as pure profit for the club, since Christensen did arrive for free. Now, initially Christensen was hesitant of leaving Barcelona, but given all his injuries, given his lack of minutes all this season, it's reported that the player is now open to leaving Barcelona during this summer. Now, speaking of defenders, we move on to the next defender, who could be technically the replacement of Andreas Christensen, who's the 28-year-old German midfielder Jonathan Tah, whose contract expires at the end of the season with Bayer Leverkusen. He's decided not to renew, and as such, he will become a free agent. As you know, there have been a lot of rumors linking Jonathan Tah with his arrival to Barcelona, but now it's reported that Liverpool are looking to snag Jonathan Tah away from Barcelona. They're looking to lure him away from the Blaugrana club, offering him a high salary, because, as you know, there's been a lot of rumors stating that Van Dijk is looking to leave Liverpool this summer. So, of course, Liverpool are going to need a replacement for Van Dijk, and it's reported that they are considering Jonathan Tah as a replacement for Van Dijk, and they're willing to offer him a high salary to convince him to go to the Premier League rather than join Barcelona. Now, on to the final bit of news, and this one concerns Frankie de Jong. But before we discuss Frankie, I would like to remind you guys to please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. If y'all looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure to Goal Kits, Give Back, or Fanatics. If y'all looking to place any sports bets, make sure to bet us. All links are down below in the description. You click on them, you would be supporting this channel, but you would be also helping yourself because you do get access to some pretty cool deals and offers. All right, let's move on to the last bit of news because, ladies and gentlemen, it's reported that Saudi Arabia are looking to lure Frankie de Jong away from the club. Now, the specific club that's looking to lure Frankie away is Al Ittihad, and if you might know this name from previous videos. We've talked about them a lot. They're the ones who signed Unai Hernandez away from Barcelona. And the reason why Al Ittihad have been targeting so many Barcelona players is because their sporting director is Ramon Planas. Ramon Planas is the former sporting director of Barcelona. He's now the sporting director of the Saudi club. And part of his strategy is to not only, do what the Saudi clubs have been doing, which is sign older players who are near retirement, but his plan is to sign young players with potential like Unai Hernandez, and of course also players in their prime. He wants to build a well-balanced team, a well-balanced project, rather than just signing old retired players. And it looks like Ramon Planas would like to sign Frankie de Jong, and he is willing to offer him a salary worth 50 million euros per season. Now, Frankie de Jong is currently earning, I think it's something around like 24 or 26 million euros at Barcelona. So 50 million euros, which would mean that Frankie de Jong will be doubling his salary at the Saudi club. And again, this is aimed with the intention, of course, luring Frankie away from Barcelona. Of course, Frankie has always said that he wants to stay in Barcelona. He enjoys the city. He enjoys the club. But if someone offers you, double the salary, this could, potentially convince Frankie, or maybe even make him think or doubt his decision to stay at Barcelona. We'll see, of course, what happens. I don't think it will, because again, Frankie's very happy in Barcelona. He's earning a lot of money. Sure, double is great, but it's not like he's earning peanuts, so I don't think it'll work. But of course, we're gonna have to wait and see. Now, if Saudi Arabia are willing to offer Frankie de Jong such a high salary, it means they're also gonna be willing to offer very high offer for Barcelona, which of course I wanna turn the question to you guys. Would you accept a high offer from Saudi Arabia for Frankie de Jong, thinking that next season we'll have Bernal and Casado, which will be the two future double pivots for Barcelona, and of course we still have Frankie Pedri amongst others. So would you accept a big offer from Saudi Arabia? If so, how much? Let me know down below in the comment section. Anyways, that is all for this video. Please let me know down below all your thoughts. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will be posting another video after this one, so make sure to check it out. And of course, I did post a video before this one, so also make sure to check it out. See you in the next video, and as always, peace, Cabarso.